Good morning. My name is Steve Maas, and I'm the Grandville Mayor. Welcome to another episode of Grandville's Hidden Gems. And today we are by another hidden gem in Grandville by South Elementary School. Now, the interesting thing about this hidden gem is that it's kind of small, but it actually keeps growing. And I'm here today with Amy Gardine. And let me give you a little bit of background how I know Amy. We met in the grocery store in one of the aisles a number of years ago when she had just moved to Grandville with her husband, who's a physician at St. Mary's Hospital, and her 3 sons. And we just started talking, and I've gotten to know Amy over the last couple years, and I'll tell you what, Amy is the kind of person every mayor would like to clone because she volunteers at everything. She's at every event, and she's just 100% in. So Amy, tell us about this hidden gem in Grandville.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for giving me the chance to do this. This started as just kind of a dream project. I moved up here from Indiana, and my 3 boys had been in plant-based Montessori schools, and I had gotten a lot of information about how plant-based education and outdoor education in general helps reduce anxiety. It improves testing scores with kids. It helps us have a sense of responsibility to one another. And so I really missed that aspect of being in my old home state of Indiana. So I went to a PTC meeting, and we had a young principal who it was his first year there too, and he let me go at it. And so we have a beautiful 12-tree orchard now with an amazing garden, very, very, very successful this year. We have a gorgeous butterfly garden, and outside in the woods we actually have an outdoor classroom that can seat up to 35 children. Right now we are only having 20 at a time because of COVID, but it's been a beautiful dream over the last 5 years just to see this thing literally grow.
So Amy, can you show us around the garden and maybe the outdoor classroom?
Yes,
all right,
yes.
Let's go.
So this is the garden. This year we had probably about 20 to 25 watermelons. Everything is kind of dying down now. The season for harvesting is close to an end. You can still see we have a lot of cherry tomatoes back there, and we had the children come out and compare the different types. We had them harvest seeds. Every time we have the children come out, we do as much as we can to save seeds, because part of the garden's purpose is that we work with Hope Gardens of Grand Rapids, and we do a lot of seed sharing. There are 12 different schools that have school gardens. I will say ours is probably the biggest. And we also are one of the few that has an orchard. So we have 12 trees back here that are pears, we have plums, we have cherries, and we have apples back here. And one of the greatest things is that when we start to save the seeds, that means that we're working with students across school districts. So we're working with Grand Rapids schools, we're working with Wyoming schools, we're working across all different socioeconomic statuses and levels, and it becomes really this nice way to talk about social and economic justice, food security, and we really have been having a really great time with the kids, learning that we're all one large community. The other thing that I want to draw attention to are these awesome stepping stones. We have when we put this garden in, we did not realize that we had a large electric line running under this garden. And so we had a local neighbor come and tell us that we probably needed to do something for safety. So instead of worrying, we turned it into another art project. So we had every child who wanted to do a stepping stone, we got them to make these during their recesses. We had boxes, pizza boxes donated by Andiamo's Pizza here in Grandville, and we had a lot of glass pieces donated. We had all kinds of involvement with parents. So it was a beautiful community, business, student, parent, teacher project to kind of solve a problem that we weren't sure what we were going to do with. So it's been a beautiful solution. Welcome to the outdoor classroom. This actually was another one of the kind of dream moments that some of our teachers had. Julie Moore is a 6th grade teacher inside the building, And she and I both thought, wouldn't it be great to have an actual outdoor classroom? And because the school owns this wooded property, what better place than here to do it? So we actually started thinking about how we could do this, make sure that it was financially feasible, and we were given the name of some Eagle Scouts. So this was an Eagle project. This was an Eagle Scout project. I know that Grandville does that. I know they've put in a couple of different things. It looks like all of these logs are all over the place, but that's purposeful. So if we have kindergartners, we have them flop over those pieces of wood so that they can sit on them low. If we have sixth graders who are really much larger, we will have them put the logs up on their end so that they can sit up higher. We have these longer logs down like this because some of them want it to be like a couch, you know, so they will lay on it. And this has been a really great place and space during COVID because the kids can come out, they are able to distance, and they can have their mask breaks out here, which has been something that our school district has allowed. So this is actually my favorite spot because I love to come out here. I will read out here sometimes in the summer. It's a beautiful place to have a picnic, and it's really been nice to see different scout troops, different citizens, and of course the kids come out here and just enjoy this space.